I'm Bob Rumbold in Newport, casually enjoying my day. Are you kidding me? Time to talk some football at American Conference Media Day. We'll have that coming up in sports. What's going on, guys? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry. I'm just getting all fired up for this football thing because this is my buddy Christopher. Christopher, what are you working on? Your slap shot?
Yeah.
Okay, show me what you got. Just don't hit Dano in the nose. All right, here we go. Ready, set? Yeah. We'll talk some UConn. We'll talk all sorts of really great stuff, even though the Beaver doesn't talk. But I can. Do you believe in miracles? Part 2? Well, not exactly. Thank you. But the USA-Russia game did go to overtime. It was a beauty, and then to a shootout. Oh, we'd love to show you the highlights, but we can't. Big bucks will do that to you. So it's time for us to show you how it happened. This is called recreations. Dave, hit it. All right, here we go. Now, this happens to be Jonathan Quick. I know it looks like Tim Thomas, but this will be Jonathan Quick. Ilya Kovalchuk in the shootout, okay, in overtime, comes in, he skates in, and he goes with the shot, but a great save made by Jonathan Quick. The crowd's on fire. Okay, so T.J. Oshie, he's the guy for the U.S. who is shooting because you can keep using the same guy, right? So he comes in, he's going up against Sergei Bobrovsky, all right? So he's been making all these moves and making all these moves and you know what he said? Forget the moves. He shoots and scores, and the U.S. wins 3-2 in a shootout. That's right. There you go. Nice job, Jonathan Quick. Nice job, T.J. Oshie. And guess what? The U.S. wins it by a final count of 3-2. And that's our scoreboard. Fingers. All right. Are you out your mind with that shark thing?
No, be serious. It's cool.
Yikes. Ready, set, hut. Oh, my goodness, it's fabulous. The wait, it's finally over. That's right. A week after their conference's media day, the UConn Husky football team held its media day as the team prepares for year 2. That would be Randy Edsall 2.0. UConn was all smiles as the team was decked out in its crisp blue uniforms. The calm before the storm as training camp is set to begin on Wednesday. It's a chance to kind of catch your breath before the real work starts. But the team's more than ready for the start of the season at hand. Yeah, the guys look ready, huh?
It's just fun because this group of guys, the opener is on August 31st at Rentschler Field. Where else?
You tell them, Coach. Get your tickets. That's right. Things had been going smoothly for the Red Sox until tonight when the Sox announced that, their ace Chris Sale would miss his next start against the Yankees due to minor inflammation in his left shoulder. No inflammation is minor. He was put on a 10-day disabled list. Sale says, I'm only going to miss one start. I'm going to be back. If you're a Red Sox fan, you better hope so. All right, there's the newest Red Sox coming up right there. That would be Ian Kinsler. I tell you, folks, that is a fabulous pickup. First inning, Carlos Santana, not the one with the guitar, but the other one, off the wall. Andrew Benintendi to throw to second. Not a good idea, Carlos. Ian Kinsler, the nice tag and an out. But the Red Sox decide to do the double steal. How'd it go? No, not a good idea. Phil's get him at home. Drew Pomerantz, well, let's just say he wasn't terrible, but they needed more than wasn't terrible. That one off the wall, that'll drive home a run. That made it 1-0. Phil's up 2-1 in the ninth. Big one here, the base hit up the middle by one Carlos Santana. Here comes the one to make it a 3-1 game. Sox would get a couple of runners on in the ninth against Sir Anthony Dominguez. However, they do not score. And the Red Sox lose by a final count of 3-1. Means the Yanks can gain a game and get to within 5. Let's see what's going on tonight. There's Aaron Judge. As you know, he got that fracture of the wrist there. So Tanaka got the start. How was he? Well, he's pretty good tonight. That's right, got the shutout there. And then it's not how you hit him, it's where you hit him. Didi Gregorius serves it into left field. That drops in, scores a run to make it 2-0. And then sometimes where you hit him is really far. Oh, play of the game, Miguel Andujar. That's right. Great play, great throw, out. Now we get to the other one. That's right. What is it, Michael K? That's right. That would be a 3-run home run, make all our Yankee fans happy, 6-0. Orioles made it interesting, which meant Chapman had to come into the game. That little guy's happy. Aroldis strikes out the side as the Yankees win by a final count of 6-3. All right, Mets fans, turn your head. Mets making a quick trip to our nation's capital for a two-game series with Washington. That's right. Bryce Harper comes through early. Trey Turner comes through early. Oh man, this is really nasty. This one's in the gap. Clears the bases. Tanner Rourke with that one. Then bottom of the second, Daniel Murphy, the former Met, loves hitting it. Not one, but 2 home runs against his former team. He'd finish 3 for 4 with 6 runs batted in. That's right. Things got so bad, the Mets had to turn to position players. Jose Reyes serves up a fat one. Jose threw it about as hard as I do. Mark Reynolds deposited it out. Are you looking at that score, folks? 24-1 at the time. Look, that's right. It's not a misprint. 25-4 is the final. 25. But you know, it only counts as 1. All right, how'd the Yard Goats do tonight? Well, they won the first game 6-5. How'd they do in the second game? They beat Binghamton by a final count of 2-1. Nice little doubleheader sweep there. They'd struggled on the road or at home here, but they did pretty well there. Also tonight, the Bees beat the Road Warriors by a final count of 5-3. And the Tigers, what happened there? That disappeared. The Tigers lost. I guess the score said they lost, so they lost 6-3. So
I was going to say Washington stole all their runs.
All their runs.
Yeah, if you like offensive baseball, that's the game, huh?
Was that a lot or what? 25 runs. Well, the home team was happy. Mets fans, I don't think we heard from them tonight. So
Silence. All right. Impressive football there.
Did you like that?
I did.
There we
Oh,
go.
God, I'm
There you go.
scared.
Nice.
Did he catch it? Okay, good.
Coming up on the news at 11, a fire completely engulfs a former warehouse last night.
Finals for the second time.
Gino Auriemma has been incredibly successful at UConn. 9 national championships and maybe 10 tonight. But what Gino and his staff may do best is prepare his players for life after college basketball.
It's how to be the best you can be all the time, how to work hard all the time. And I know that because of him, I'm able to do those things and completely, just impacted my life in a huge, huge way.
My experience at Connecticut, obviously the media was a big part of that, and the exposure that we got, and just being in those different environments and having to talk to people like you and learning that at a younger age, a college age, it really helped me moving forward. And then Coach Auriemma, he's still somebody, to this day that I go to for advice.
So many of them have gone into the, had opportunities in the media because they deal so much with you guys while they're at UConn that when they graduate, they figure, hell, I can do that. So.
Yeah, they can.
Specifically to calling the game, it's more of the coach's perspective that you've seen, and as a player, you didn't necessarily see that. You didn't always agree with it. You thought, this guy's crazy, I'm working as hard as I can. But when it's all said and done, you can look back and you see things a lot clearer now, and from the coach's perspective and what he was trying to get out of you.
When I came back as a coach, something he said made sense, and he says it different ways, but it's chase perfection, catch excellence.
And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of the way they handle themselves, the way they conduct themselves, the opportunities that have come their way, and how they've taken advantage of those opportunities.
When parents let their youngsters play sports, they know there's always some risk of injury. But parents of baseball and softball players may not realize the bat their youngster brings to the ballpark may put them at greater risk. The ping of the aluminum bat has replaced the crack of the wooden bat in most baseball leagues due to the high cost of wood. But at what cost?
They're more dangerous than wood.
We visited this story back in 2001. There have been some changes, but the risk still exists.
Probably on national TV or regional TV, some kid getting hit and killed by a line drive.
What we call the momentum.
Dr. Sadhu Nanjandaya is a physics professor at Central. He understands the science that makes these aluminum bats much more dangerous.
When the ball hits the bat, it flexes. That's that trampoline effect for a speed of 80 miles per hour incoming. The outgoing ball for wood is about 90 miles per hour. With aluminum is about 100 miles per hour.
That's the science that takes us to Zach Hoffman from South Windsor. Zach looks like any other 13-year-old having fun at the ballpark.
I still have homework to do,
Here with his Team Connecticut baseball teammates. But Zach's life changed last July. Zach, while playing third for South Windsor in the Little League State Finals, took a line drive to his left eye.
That actually did hit him.
I could see him drop to his knees and look for the ball, and then just collapse. And when we got there, he swelled up, and we didn't know how bad it was until we had the MRI.
Yes.
And you could actually see the globe wasn't the same. And then they transported him down to Yale New Haven, and he had to get 30 sutures across the eye, and it had to be put together.
After many trips to the doctor, Zach ended up losing his vision in that left eye, but it hasn't stopped him from coming back to the game he loves.
That's it.
Baseball.
That was important to me before. It was a big part of my life, and well, coming back just seems like I had to do it.
My wife can't watch him still, so it's tough for her. It's tough for me, but somebody's got to be here.
He's going!
I think it's tougher on us than it is on him.
The grit, the determination, the work ethic to want to continue with something that you love after something tragic like that happens is, like I said, I can never imagine what it's like, and I applaud him for that.
Zach now plays first base for Team Connecticut Baseball, a 13 and under AAU travel team, but he had to make some adjustments.
For pitching, he wears a face mask, and he's not. It's not too comfortable for him. But he also wears Oakleys with a polycarbonate lens on first base, just to protect the good eye.
It depends on some pitches. If it's inside, it's hard for me to see it a little. So I have to turn my whole head, and open up my stance kind of like that,
All of these changes making for some tough times.
Well, I had bad games, but I guess I wouldn't get down as much, Yeah.
Now you're thinking it's related to that.
Yeah.
He's doing well. It's just the dynamic of getting used to, anything. It's probably in life, not even on the baseball field.
After so many similar incidents, bat companies have taken steps to make some bats safer. It's called the BB-Core bat. The bats cut down the trampoline effect of the aluminum and composite bats. They're closer to wood, but not quite. High schools, colleges, and some youth leagues like the AAU use them, but not Little League.
I feel like they should at least be this, if not wood, at the Little League level, because you have the same age kids that we have here today on a little diamond. And that 30 feet makes a huge difference in time, in terms of reaction time.
Zach uses a BB-Core bat right now, but really isn't sold on that either.
It's still pretty dangerous at this because they're still using the composite bats. It comes off really quickly. It's just,
I gather you're not a big fan of the composite bats.
No.
Would you rather have them go to wood?
Yeah.
Speaking of going to wood, Zach's former league, the South Windsor Little League, beginning this season, is an all-wood baseball league. We reached out to the league president for comment. He didn't respond. Most other Little Leagues still play with the aluminum and composite bats, as does all of softball. Must be why softball pitchers wear those masks. On special assignment, I'm Bob Rumbold, Fox Connecticut News.